definitely should put it in.
Okay.
I think. I don't know what else. Okay. Julio. I mean, I'm not gonna ping everyone. I'll ping at here.
Like, at here, we are settling a divorce. Let's go. Alright.
Don't get mad.
Nah, it's Friday night, there's nothing to do. Hello, everybody that is... What are you doing watching this? Hello!
What is wrong with you?
We are currently on the BSM channel doing a bit of a show match here between Mint and RhymesWithMash. Mint, the ever-present map pool selector for numerous tournaments. And Mash,
he's just really Mash.
Mash is a guy that has been around reffing and recently co-hosted the tournament we're streaming this this match on, Hollowmania with yourself.
Yeah, Mash also has become more of a 7K player, so this is probably gonna be his like D-Rust session.
Yeah, he has basically retired from 4-key, finding it too boring. So they are now a 7-key player. For those of you listening along, welcome. My name is Sparky, and I am joined for this broadcast with Sunapple. Sunapple, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good on this lovely Friday evening, probably or Saturday morning for some of the Asian people. How are you doing, Sparky?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic as always. We're just going through the warm-ups here. I believe this is Mash's warm-up on account of the fact that I believe they submitted this first.
Yeah, probably. I remember Mint being told that she didn't put in her warm-up yet, so probably is Mash's warm-up, but it does seem like Mash has a bit of an advantage. They were talking about how Mash was always saying how Mint was going to win. So maybe he's gonna think otherwise after this warm-up.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna spend the entire match just saying how they're not going to win. As they win points off of each other, they're just gonna be like, "No, you're better. You just messed up like a couple of times. You're fine."
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I hope this is an interesting match. I mean, there really hasn't been anything since MWC about 2 weeks ago ending with South Korea winning. So congrats to them. Again.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a few things happening in the coming up weeks, though.
Yeah, absolutely. There are a number of tournaments that are going to be kicking off. I believe there is one underway right now. It's not that serious of a tournament, so we can probably leave that unmentioned. I believe Benelux is going to be one of the tournaments kicking off this weekend in particular.
Yeah.
It is. The showcase is going to be on Sunday at 19 UTC, if I do recall correctly. I'll be doing a showcase for that as we wind down this first warm-up. I think Mint just kind of called it quits at the end and realized that it's like, it's not worth burning the stamina and just let it go at the end.
Yep, I will be showing the map pool right after the warm-ups, since it's just warm-ups. There's a custom map pool for this. Mutant made it right for, I think it took them about an hour or something, so it's at least a map pool. I guess
it is.
Another thing that I do want to say is that both these players are actually playing an LN tournament, so that's going to be exciting. These LN scores are definitely going to be showing what they have to offer a bit early, a bit of a sneak peek for that tournament.
Yeah, for sure. Both of these players looking very up for the task of showing what they are capable of. I don't believe Mash has actually played in a tournament since, I believe, GS42, which was about a year ago to the day, give or take a couple of months. So it has definitely been a hot minute since they've competed in a serious tournament setting. Mint, I believe, even longer in terms of playing in a tournament, but definitely no stranger when it comes to the tournament organization scene. So it'd be interesting to see how the nerves come into play, being away from actually playing for so long.
I think, didn't Mint get like a new keyboard recently, and that's why she really wanted to do this? So maybe just trying to see what her new keyboard can help her out with. Or,
Yeah,
or is
for
she
sure.
still using her laptop keyboard? Since I know she's been using that for quite a few years at this point.
Yeah, I think she's using the new keyboard now. It'll be interesting to see once they start typing to each other, if we notice that there's any keys missing.
The classic
Particularly the
L key,
L.
I think.
If she asks for an L, then she's using her laptop keyboard. But if not, then it remains to be seen. The jury's still out on that one. Both these two having a bit of a time with this map. I know it's still the warm-ups. They don't want to expend too much energy, but I mean, I don't think anything in the pool is this abrasive to play, at least in terms of all these quads we're seeing.
I'm pretty sure there are no jack picks in this pool, so sorry all like 100 jack players in the chat. There's none of those, since I don't think either of these players really play jacks too much, so it like probably wouldn't be too interesting to watch. But either way, I do know this map is qualified, so if you want to try it out for yourself, try getting that #1 spot on the leaderboard, and mod it if you don't like it.
For sure. It's definitely a little bit longer than the previous map here coming up in the last quarter. It'll be very interesting to see how, I know you had mentioned LN3 coming up soon, how these two stack up in terms of their LN proficiency. Mash, before they, what's the word I'm looking for? Defected to the world of 7 key. Was quite a proficient LN player in their own right, so definitely no stranger when it comes to more technical, more physical picks on the LN side.
Yeah, Mash is probably going to be winning out on the active department in these price picks as well, and definitely, as you did say, the LN department, you got it wrong with him only playing GS14. He did play Toho Cup about 6 months ago with me on the team, and I kind of picked him mostly because of his LNs, and he did play well. So I know personally how good his LNs are, and
I'm not gonna lie, I cast that tournament out of my mind because I did not qualify for that tournament.
that makes sense.
Definitely a skill issue there. But with that being said, the warm-ups are now done. This is going to be the map pool that these two will be duking it out on as soon as client stops trolling us.
One day.
I think I might have freaked out because of the fail out.
Yep. So we do have bans, so I guess we'll figure out who bans first. This is the map pool with Niju's Streaming Heart, Big Promise, One of None, Drop Pop Candy, Dysnomia, Oa Raid, Vegas, Anu, 99 Glooms, Arc, Dopamine, Enigma, Werewolf Palace, Prison Valkyrie, and well, many of these are very, very well-known maps. I think the least known map is definitely going to be Drop Pop Candy. That's kind of because, I'm going to be honest, I saw it randomly in Graveyarded, and I told Peter to put it in, and they did.
That or it could be protected because the diff name is Cat. Like,
Yes.
no other reason.
By the way, this is the Spanish cover of Drop Pop Candy, so Sparky, me and you will understand the lyrics.
Oh dear lord. I look forward to that. Do see a couple of World Cup or previous World Cup maps.
Yeah,
And
I think Streaming Heart, Fake Promise, One of None were all in previous World Cups. I don't know what round Fake Promise was on. I think it was in one of the later ones. So probably going to be one of the bans for Mash, I feel.
Wouldn't be surprised. I know you see like Operation Vegas. Those of you watching along in the most recent World Cup will be familiar with that one.
Yeah, Anu also very, very well known. I believe hybrid for soft 6.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I know 99 left map. I think it's been used in a tournament. I don't know which one. Pretty well known map by Tickle though. Art was used in. I know it was soft 5. I think I was on like half rate up, and then I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Maybe MWC 2021 or 2020.
I do believe Werewolf House was in soft 5.
Yeah.
Towards mid game, like round of 16 quarterfinals. I could be wrong there, but definitely pretty well-known maps. And I think in terms of trying to balance that, I think that is about as good as we can get without somebody getting absolutely like blown out of the water here.
Oh, looks like I made some problems on the map pool. This is like, I can definitely fix it. Let me check out the problems. Oh, Del Rio's in here, not dopamine. And then party starter is tiebreaker. Okay, I see. I'll fix that up real quick. Bronze editor. And then Del Rio is I'm sorry.
You're being roasted.
I can fix up the map pool too, don't worry. Just won't look right. Party starter. Yeah, Mint was really adamant about having party starter, and so I guess he'll put it in.
You might have just been practicing it in the background in the lead up to this.
Yup. Okay. Now actually
there were a couple of maps she was playing before that are suspiciously in this.
We are using the one. Why didn't it save? Save changes. We're using the tournament client since I didn't have anything else. There we go.
Alrighty, that looks more official now.
Alright.
I'm surprised that our referee hasn't put out any calls for rolls yet.
I think they did. 2 picks are right lower. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, that. I mean, so long as the song name is fine, that's all that matters. It looks like Banjo ate some messages. Unsurprising. It was 76-5. Okay, so not closed in any way, shape, or form. Hopefully, that's the biggest blowout we see in this match.
Hopefully. So we'll just be waiting for a bit of for some protects. I think from Min. I think she's protecting first. Oh, she protects Anu actually. Surprisingly, I think she said she was gonna protect 99 Blue, but said is gonna be doing otherwise. And Mash is gonna be protecting Drop Top Candy.
Okay, defying expectations here. We were you were calling Drop Top Candy for. Actually, no, you were calling Fake Promise for the ban.
For the ban.
And unsurprising.
Mash banning Enigma is interesting.
That is very interesting. 2 LN bans being thrown out here. Usually second on the chopping block whenever SV is not in a map pool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I kind of expected Mash to, if not go for a Fake Promise, just go for any of the rights. But if he's feeling confident, then he can do whatever. Now Mint's picked those. Oh, Mint picked a drop off.
Okay, just come. What was this protect ban phase?
I don't know what happened. This is madness.
This is. I mean, we didn't know what the hell was gonna happen when this map pool got dropped. I mean, these two are incredibly unknown in terms of what they're capable of now in terms of the context of this match. They haven't played competitively in such a long time.
Yeah, it looks like Mint is probably still playing on their laptop. So if they leave, then it's because they're lagging. And we had a little bit of sneak peek of the Spanish singer. This is a decently dumpy tech map from what I saw. I didn't actually play this map. I kind of just asked it to be in the pool as a joke. Oh! Oh. Mint died.
Mint just straight up left. That was the lag kicking in. It's funny because Mint was just dropping a couple 200s. Mash found the first couple of misses. So we are going to get the abort here. As we wait for them to get everything settled back in.
Okay, looks like it's good. It was lagging really bad. Okay. I also really like this song, so I'm fine with listening to it a bunch. I think the normal real song is a bit better, but I think this one definitely has its touch, especially the cat singing, which is the little second voice.
I think that's the best addition to this song.
Yep.
Alrighty, so it looks like Mint is settled back in here.
Yep. Closed everything but O2, so hopefully as little lag as possible.
Now the MP Star Command coming out here.
Alright. I mean, we saw the first bit of this map. It was looking pretty close. I think Mash Mash had the higher accuracy but just missed. But Mint was able to keep the combos for quite a bit. Maybe we'll see another time.
Yeah, hopefully there's no more lag spikes plaguing this match. A bit of a nicer start for both players overall. Mash still holding on to the accuracy advantage. Out of that introduction, neither player back over that 400 combo cap just yet, as this is a very short song, clocking at only a minute and a half. Already a quarter of the way in, and now Mint has taken the lead in terms of the accuracy, about 2/10 growing to about 6/10 now as Mash finds a couple of 200s through this section.
I think Mint also found a few 200s, but it's not as much as Mash. I think a few 200s from Mint can definitely switch it. There's only about 1/10 of a percentage comparing these two players, and these dumpy patterns are really bad. Mint found a 50, but Mash taking a miss is terrible.
Yeah, so especially as we make our way into the back half of the map, arguably one of the worst spots to find a miss on. Mash finding a second one here, only going to compound matters as we make our way into the last third of the map. The lead is growing to about 0.5%, along with a couple of misses here to boot for Mint to work with. So as it stands, Mint, Mash protected this, but it's not working out in their favor as Mint is still holding on to the full combo here. Last lever map left to go.
Yeah, I think there's not enough map left in the... If there's not enough map left for Match to be able to take an advantage unless Mint absolutely dies in this last section, but there's really nothing left. That map looked pretty hard. So this score for Mint is really, really good. Just getting that 100. I think right before the drop.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, not that far off in terms of ratio. If you clean those 200 counts up from Mash, and I mean, unfortunately, those misses as well. I mean, this could have been a lot closer in the grand scheme of things. But with that being said, Mint is going to be able to defend her first pick and go up 1-0 here.
Oh, Mint does take that map. Now just waiting for Mash's first pick.
Oh, it's gonna be one of none here.
Oh wait, I don't have these maps downloaded. I forgot.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's alright. Gouda needs to change the rate. Forgot to download the map. We are very organized today.
Listen, this was set up in the what, like 2 hours?
I think so. Something really quick.
Wait, wasn't this in Mania Collegiate League? Like, how do you not have this one downloaded?
Wait, this was. I don't know.
That's pretty sus on Apple. Why'd you delete this? It's such a good song. I love Tech.
Yeah, who is that? Alright, I'm gonna be downloading the maps.
Alrighty, it looks like both players are ready. We're gonna get into the second map. Mash inadvertently obtaining a point for zero reason.
Oh, not Scuff.
And Mint picking up a very early 200.
Oh, no
Oh, but Mash gonna find the early drop. This early anchor section on the inner columns could be absolutely devastating if you misread any portions of this segment. Could just tank your accuracy right out of the get-go, and right now it looks like both players taking a little bit of damage here. Mint faring a little bit better in the exchange going into the second quarter of the map here.
Yeah, these anchors are really hurting both of these players. Mash and Mint getting quite a few 200s from what I saw, and definitely getting worse ratio on them compared to most of the other pattern. Mash is coming back up to that 99%, while Mint is handling saying in this 99.3. But we are going to be getting into the second half, and Mash takes a miss right as we get to it.
Yeah, back half of the map still to come. The lead growing for Mint as it stands. Still holding on to the accuracy lead as well. It's going to help keep the cushion in place as we make our way into the last third. These patterns get a lot more technical, a lot more jump stream. Mash finding another miss in the transition. Probably going to be the nail in the coffin for this pick as we make our way into the last quarter of the map. Mint still holding on to the FC. Currently 2 for 2 so far on maps. Does find another 200 in that transition, but no harm, no foul in the grand scheme of things. Last sliver map left to go here.
Yeah, there's not really much left unless Mint takes quite a few misses in these next sessions and Mash like just absolutely perfects them. But it doesn't look like it's going to be that way, and Mint will be able to take the second point and the first break point. I guess Smash is trying to exhaust those rice picks as early as possible right now.
Yeah, for sure. It is very early on. Can definitely be beneficial later on in the match once the rice pool is exhausted. Go back into something more comfortable like those LN picks. Mash forgetting they hated that map.
No. Alright, now it is time for Mint to pick. I would assume going back into those rice areas if they've been winning it. Lower bands, LN1 and LN2.
Honestly, I could see her going for something like Anu here or 99 Glooms. I think when we were talking to them earlier, they sounded pretty confident on those hybrid style of picks, but it is going to be Dysnomia opting to stay in that upper half of the map pool.
Probably one of the best picks. I don't know this map very, very well. I do think it was... I'm trying to think of what tournament it was used. I think it was used in MWC, maybe on a higher rate with in grand finals. And Mash saying he cannot play this. That is not good to see.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to hear. But that being said, once you have match nerves in play, this is definitely the song.
This is not Dysnomia. That is one of none. Oh, is it working? It's alright, I actually downloaded the maps now. That's ideal picture. What is wrong with the audio?
Everything
Needs
is
work.
working as
Ah!
intended.
Here's the plan. I'm gonna abort. Alright, I'm opening up
We're just
client.
gonna abort the client here. Bring it back up.
It's coming. I actually have the maps downloaded this time though, so no problems.
As soon as you had everything prepared, everything broke. And there's the actual song.
Online Apple. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Oh, it's getting so loud with the sounds. I think I had it at 10%. I'm a bit of a... I like it quiet. Alright, now we can start. Thank you, Guden, for waiting. Alright. Mash saying hello to all the Osu BSM viewers. Thank you for coming by on this late evening. I hope your week has been pretty good. Mine sure has.
Gonna have to agree with you there. On the front, it has been a very good week. What a way to kick off the weekend then with some OS. Everybody, of course, loving this game. Mash not enjoying their time right now. Gonna find the first miss out of the introduction. This map, an order of magnitude longer than the other ones we've been playing through, and both of them basically Mash and accuracy. Mash actually holding on to the higher accuracy out of this introduction, but Mint still holding on to the full combo. Gonna be the buffer that she needs to work with here as Mash finds another miss here.
Yeah, I wonder if stamina is going to be coming into an issue for either of these players. It is quite long to stay and stamina draining, and Mash seems quite a few misses. Not great, even though their accuracies are very similar. So it's just a combo from Mint that's really keeping her in the lead.
Yeah, and as we make our way into the second quarter of the map, Mint still holding on to the full combo here as Mash finds another couple of drops on these bursts. Very awkward to read through. And you start to wonder if Mash remembered to change their scroll speed from their earlier 7-key sessions during the week.
That could be a problem. I do know they've been having quite a bit of trouble with not putting on the right scroll speed during their sessions, so maybe we need to get that checked out. Maybe a bit one too high, or for whatever reason one too low.
Yeah, for sure. And as we make our way into the second third of the map, the lead is about 25,000 points in favor of Mint. Still holding on to the full combo here, able to handle a lot of these transitions very well as we make our way into the back half of the map. Mash still looking to try and get up over that 400 combo cap. Might have an opportunity to do so here before the map starts to pick up once again.
Yeah, I think if Mash is able to continue a combo for a bit longer, then they may be able to get the lead back as long as maybe one or two breaks. I think it's mostly the breaks from Mash in the early sections. He's actually been quite good in this last quarter.
Well, as we said, does find the break here. Was able to make it up to that 400 combo cap, so did get some full credit for their judgments. And I mean, to be fair, they're still within a percent of Mint's accuracy. That being said, Mint has just been absolutely on fire so far through these first 3 maps. Last sort of the map still to go, just under that 99% mark, but still holding on to the full combo, which is very important here. Able to stave off any advances. Mint does finally find a drop going into the last quarter, but Mash is faring much worse for wear in these exchanges.
I believe that was Mint's only drop, so maybe destroyed the FC chance. Mash actually doing quite well than what he said he was going to do. Having a 98 compared to what he said was going to be an A. So, oh, Mint is actually struggling quite a bit, taking I think 3 misses in that section. The Mash having a bit more leeway, but it's still quite a huge gap in between them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if as soon as we got back into the IRC, Mint saying something about lag or something. Those were some very unconventional misses as the map was starting to wind down just a bit. Last number of map left to go here, and it looks like Mint is going to be able to take this and go up 3-0 right out of the gate here.
Yep. is third point for Mint and one of their points, so Mash shouldn't be too worried. There's still, I think there's only 4 rice maps left. Actually their 200 count and ratios were quite similar. It was mainly those misses that differentiated them.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Mint looked at her act. Alright. What will be the 4th pick of this match? Preserved Valkyrie. Or Valkyrie. Wait, Werewolf Howl's was never picked.
Okay, so finally diving down into the LNs here, so nice little change of pace.
Yep, our one and only Gouda map, Gouda being the one who chose the map first, so definitely knows quite a bit about this map, but I think Mint also knows a bit. I'm not sure about Mash with this map. I think this map was used in soft, not sure about that. I'm just kind of taking a shot in the dark.
Yeah, I mean, we only had about an hour to work with the map pool selection ourselves, so I do know for sure there's an LN pick.
That is true.
Can say that with some relative confidence.
I think seeing a few LNs in this early section make it a bit obvious. The match is taking a lead, so definitely showing his LN prowess.
Yeah, for sure. Mint finding a couple 200s in that introduction, going to be giving Mash the biggest lead they've had to work with, about 0.4% going into the second quarter of the map here.
I think a miss from Mash can definitely swing it over, but just the accuracy lead is definitely helping him out quite a bit here. We're getting to the second third right now, just having a slight bit of a break until we get to the actual section. Some anchors not really having many problems. They're getting a few 300, not really what you want to see, but it's really fine.
Yeah, and as we make our way into the back half of the map, Mint does find a first slider break, and that is going to be giving Mash a bit of a cushion to work with now. It was looking pretty dicey as that second quarter of the map followed through. The accuracy getting dangerously close to each other in that 99.4 range, but that was quite a substantial drop from Mint. So this is Mash's point to lose as it stands, and he does find a slider break here going into the last quarter of the map, and that's going to bring Mint back into play here. She's back over the 400 combo cap, and now she can probably start to make some advances here.
Oh no, Mash taking in.
Oh my goodness!
Giving the lead more over to Mint. Mash is really struggling on this more dense section right now. Trying their best to keep their accuracy in place, but there's only a bit left unless Mint absolutely gets destroyed in this last section, which is definitely possible as we saw earlier.
Yeah, a couple of 200s coming out here. Mash back over that 400 column, but there aren't enough notes left, and Mint is going to take the second break point in this match. Go up 4-0. It's looking really good for Mash. It was just that last action that did them in. 6 misses compared to the 2 from Mint, and she is able to capitalize.
It's crazy how close their accuracies are, and it was mainly just having those misses compared to those 200s that really gave Mint the lead. And I think that's been kind of the trend throughout most of the match. Just Mash really taking some misses, maybe a bit of rest coming through, and as a result, just making some misses happen. But
Yeah,
now,
for sure. Might have been able to survive a little bit more if they had a couple extra columns to work with, but...
Alright, it is now time for Mint's, I believe, third pick? Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
third pick gonna come out here.
Actually, some of these, this is like not the right order, but that's fine.
No worries.
I would assume, oh, Mint going for O or Rage. Those are a long map.
Yeah, so a little bit more technical here coming out. Not surprised, she has been finding a lot more success in these rice picks than Mash, and given how fresh it is coming off of the Mania World Cup. I believe, was this finals or semi-finals?
I think this is like quarters.
Oh boy, was it quarters? It was semi-finals.
It was semis? Oh, I don't know my maps.
I mean, you weren't in for the rice
I was
picks,
not
so.
So yeah. This is definitely one of Mint's favorite maps, though. So it makes sense why she picked it.
Fair enough, fair enough. Another longer form pick coming in here, clocking at 3.5 minutes.
I can tell.
Alright, and this is very, very technical. I know the ending is quite difficult, and we did see quite a few people taking misses, even in the World Cup, so I would be surprised to see an FC or two here. If both of them FC, that'd be crazy.
Wow, the fans, they are neck and neck out of this introduction. 99.76, 99.75 match with the narrow advantage as Mint does find a rush of 300 in this calmer section.
Yes, but this map is not characterized by the intro. It's midsection, but Mint is getting quite a few hundreds on these streams. Not too great, but as long as she's able to FC, it's gonna be fine for her.
Yeah, and as we make our way into the second quarter of the map, we do see them with about a 10% of each other as the more technical broken string starts to come in, and the mini jacks catching Mash out in the transition. That's going to hand the lead over to Mint for the moment here. So on to the full combo of her own going into the second third of the map here.
Yeah, these mini jacks in this map are very deadly. They can definitely easily trip you up, making you miss. We do see Mint getting quite a few 200s, but it's mostly Mash getting misses, just like we saw there.
Yeah, I think it's really just the transitions from those dense bursts straight into the chords right afterwards, and then going into the mini jacks and out of them have been really tripping Mash up going into the back of the map.
Yeah, this map is filled with brutal transitions. They're playing them quite well, keeping their FC.
Yeah, looking relatively comfortable on this so far as we make our way into the last third of the map. You are pretty centered, all things considered. This is a very hard map to get good accuracy on, and both of them are doing a pretty good job as Mash finds another drop going into these anchors.
Long jack. We have a slight break here, but then it goes straight into mayhem, basically. This ending is brutal for so many people. I think we saw quite a few misses on this ending for multiple matches. And I think this will be also present here. Starting off with a little bit of a speedy section. We do see some more jacks.
Oh, those triple jacks.
Terrifying.
Yeah, doing Mash's combo in there. A couple of ghost snaps to keep themselves on time as they transition into all of these really awkward bursts. Those mini jacks very abrasive on the same hand. Mash finding another miss here. Mint still amazingly holding on to the FC going into the last sliver of map, down into the 98% range, but that doesn't matter when you have this much of a cushion to work with.
Yeah, Mash has been struggling a bit on these speedy sections where Mint has been playing with super. Oh no! Why would that happen? I was just talking about
you are 2 for 2 on those so far.
That was okay.
Okay, well, Mint does take the 5th point, match point now. As we have been seeing throughout this entire match, Mash and Mint have like basically the same ratio and 200 count. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was just about to point that out. The overall accuracy between these two, if Mash can just pull together a cleaner run on these rice charts, could really start giving Mint a run for her money. But as it stands, the consistency on these picks has been top notch so far, considering the fact that, I mean, being put in a show match quote unquote situation isn't the easiest thing to deal with, but she has been handling this, and that keyboard, that new keyboard that she's got, has really been coming through here.
Mash really wants to play Enigma, but 7K version, not the 4K. Like, fucking like. It is Mash's pick, so probably, I would assume World Howl or
I think Mash is bargaining with our referee for some 7 key, but it looks like it is going to be 99 Glooms coming out here.
Oh, looks like there was a bit of a Bancho eating of messages. Mint also said right after was that she can play 4K now with the keyboard.
Oh.
This time we'll see if Mint is going to be taking this match, this little show match here. Maybe we'll see some more. But we do know Mint has a V1SS on this, but that was from, I think, like a few years ago. So I know she's been saying that she's rusty, so there's the chance that we see it though.
Yeah, anything can happen, especially with how, I was about to say how precise she's been, but there's the 200 immediately ruining that V1SS. And right now, Mash holding on to the accuracy advantage, about a full percent in the lead as it stands. That being said, really does start to pick up after this introduction.
Yeah, we have a slight bit of a break, and then it's just really, really awkward releases right after this.
And I feel like that bodes better for Mash if they can keep the slider breaks to a minimum. Right now, it is currently about 0.6% the lead for Mash to work with going into the second quarter of the map. And as we take stock of the situation, 6,000 points is the lead right now, just based on accuracy alone.
Yes, Mash having 0.6 above Mint is definitely going to be helping them quite a bit. And I think this map is quite a bit slower than some of the other ones, so it should be in a bit more favor for Mash. And I think this is the only bar sector with some like really weird jacks.
Yeah, Mash so far able to handle the density. Does find a couple of 200s on the transitions, but still very importantly able to hold on to that combo, which has been his downfall in some of these picks so far. Back half of the map still upcoming, and it is about 4/10% the lead now. 99.07 to 99.44. Mash looking pretty comfortable as it stands right now. There's not a lot of Rice difficulty to trip them up. It's really been the LNs carrying them through on this pick so far.
Yeah, this map has been really helping Mash out. These LNs are doing really well, and as I say
all
that,
the mini jacks on the Rice.
Mash taking a miss.
That being said, still holding on to the lead here. It does take about 0.4% of an advantage to really overcome the miss. And as it stands, that is the buffer that they had to work with here. Last quarter of the map upcoming, and not a lot of damage done. That was a relatively clean miss. Back up over that 400 combo cap. They will stem the bleeding just a little bit here going into this last section.
Yes, even though Mint is having this FC match just with the superior accuracy throughout the entirety, these 200s randomly coming out from Mint are definitely hurting her quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. So able to hold on to the FC is Mint, but not going to be enough in the grand scheme of things. Mash.
Oh, wait.
Oh my goodness, what?
Of them. Oh, only 2K difference. Crazy.
Oh, that was a client miss
Bad.
right at the very end from Mint. So she did manage to hold on to the FC there. 39 200s, and Mash, just based on ratio alone, gonna be able to avert the sweep here, able to put the brooms back in the closet.
Yep, I think Mint said that that was probably her protect right before. Maybe she was just memeing with us about it, but one of her maps have been taken away. Maybe she's most likely going to be going for Rice, but I think there's still it. I believe in the Mash comeback.
I believe too. And I wouldn't be surprised if something like Streaming Heart or I mean just any of the Rice picks comes out immediately. But Streaming Heart to me feels like something to consider, but it's not going to be. We're going to stick with these hybrids. Anu coming out here.
This map has a very, very funny trill, which so many people miss on.
This map hurts to think about and to play through. Prototypical Lemon Guy hybrid coming out here. What, quarterfinals level hybrid for soft stick as a qualifier. This map tormented people
Yes.
trying to qualify for that damn tournament.
Yes, and we will see the very, very famous trill at the end of the map. This beginning section isn't all too bad. Definitely more acky. Some of these little hand trills are definitely can make you miss, and Mash taking a few misses there.
Yeah, unsurprising, those one-hand trills, very abrasive to play through, especially as you start balancing out the LNs and everything happening on the other columns. Trying to maintain the speed of those trills really becomes the order of business, and Mint able to hold on through that introduction. Going to be able to take a bit of a cushion here of a lead going into the second quarter of the map. The density does pick up, and it just feels non-stop as you play your way through this.
Yeah, but we have been seeing Mint having a bit of a struggle on accuracy, so maybe that'll help out Mash as long as they're able to keep the combo, but Mash is dropping as I say that.
Yeah, being said, 98% still has a fighting chance here going into the second third of the map. Mint 99.43 and climbing, holding on to the full combo here. Gonna be able to stave off any advances from Mash going into the back half of the map if she is able to hold on to the combo here. But Mash is gonna be able to find one finding the breaks here.
Yeah, and as the map picks up, it's gonna be more and more hard for Mash to keep a combo. The Mint is just acing these patterns as we get into the fastest section. We'll see, I believe, some streams later on after this little break. And
Yeah,
here
the
it
most
comes.
aggressive quad lens.
Oh, they both hit it. Let's go.
That is a victory for both of them. Score be damned. Hitting that trill is very annoying. Can easily kill your run if you are on a very good performance, as Mint is right now. 99.23. Last quarter of the map still to go. Still holding on to the FC. Mash with it all to do here. Window of opportunity quickly closing as this map progresses. Mint does find a couple of drops, a couple of chain misses.
Will there be enough time, though? I don't believe so, unless Mint chain misses again, but Mash is actually the one who chain misses instead.
Somebody should pull up the spreadsheet, see where these scores would have landed in the soft six qualifiers. Last liver map left to go, and it is a foregone conclusion. Mint, barring a disconnection here at the very end, one more trill to deal with, one more roll. Both of them hit it, and Mint is going to take this show match 6-1.
Congrats to Mint for winning Tournament 4. And they're going to play tiebreaker.
This was actually Tournament 5. Mint wins her own tournament. It is rigged from the start.
We will be playing the tiebreaker, party starting, even though... Wait, this map is 4 minutes?
Yeah.
I thought this... What? I thought this was like a 2-minute map. I was gonna say, even though this map is probably shorter than some of the ones we've played... I did not know that.
Yeah, it was very funny watching this map get played. This is the full version. I believe the one in MWC was a cut version.
Oh, this is... I see. Wait, I didn't play this map then. The song's a banger. Anyone have the copy pasta? That would be very nice to put into the chat right now. This map,
You heard it.
it throws everything at you. It is very, very brutal.
Yeah, we have seen some very miraculous performances on this map in particular, especially during MWC. Some very close calls as well. This is a very exciting map to play through, and like you're saying, it does end up throwing everything at you. His introduction really gives you a primer for it, as you see Mash finding the first couple of drops here out of the introduction. Mint still holding on to the FC here.
Yeah, I wonder for how long Mint is going to be able to hold this FC for, because there's a lot of places in this map that you kind of just break on randomly.
Yeah, as you can see here, Mash finding those seemingly random breaks, especially once the little mini jacks start to make their introduction here, not handling them all too well as we make our way into the second quarter of the map. And right now, I mean, just the epitome of consistency right now during the show match. Mint finally finding a slider break here, but I mean, the damage is being done already.
Yeah, these shields and reverse shields are very, very brutal to be able to combo on. And Mint only finding one miss is very, very impressive. And going to a little bit of a break. Normally in the song there's another like entering into the chorus. Something like this. So we'll be going into the second third. Some inverse mid actually missing on it twice.
You know, as you do, you hit all the hard stuff, and as soon as things calm down for even a minute, that's when those misses start to come out.
Yep, there's only a 1% difference actually between these two players, so I think maybe there's still a chance for that. If Mint just like dies in the lair. I believe.
It's going to take a lot for Mash to come back on this tiebreaker. Just finding misses left and right is definitely a step up from what they're probably more comfortable playing in terms of density and pattern focus. Definitely not a player that enjoys mini jacks all too much, and it's really more than that that's giving them issues so far in this map. But to their credit, they're doing as best as they can for a sight read.
Yeah, I think this is definitely something that Mint is very, very good at, and really enjoys to play these kind of mini jacks and maps. I think he's a lot of maps.
Yeah, for sure. And as we make our way into the last third of the map, I mean, the score is a foregone conclusion, but some pretty good performances on display here. Last quarter of the map left to go.
Yep. Mint trying to gain back to that 99%. Maybe possible. I think it is.
Yeah, there aren't really too many tricks left up this map's sleeve in terms of trying to damage your accuracy. Not a lot of very hard LN patterns to my knowledge. As we make our way into this last silver map, a couple of short LNs, which you can pretty much get away with playing these kind of like Rice Notes. Do definitely need to mind the releases, but an OD 7.5 does give you a little bit more lenience here, as about 700%. That miss isn't going to help matters here for Mint if she wants to get that 99, and Mash trying to hold on to the 97 here as this map comes to a conclusion.
Yep, just Mash trying his best to hold on to whatever comes he's able to. I don't know if Mint is going to be able to get to that 99 with this little map left.
Remains to be seen. 500% to work with. 0.04 now. If she manages to hit these bursts with pretty decent accuracy, it's 300% now.
No.
Oof.
0.03.
Close. Can definitely commend the effort. I mean, Mash, in terms of ratio, has been doing pretty good. It's just keeping those performances clean. The real difference here between these two.
Yeah, I mean it is a good little show match to have. There's been quite a bit of a break in tournament play, and we are going to be entering the season once again, and I think the season's going to be quite a long one, so be prepared to buckle up.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay tuned. Definitely want to be doing a couple more of these show matches as the year comes to a close. But as it stands, we thank you all for joining us, and we hope you all have a fantastic weekend.
Yep. See y'all.